again. Having said I wasn't going to do this every day, this is day 3 of 3. Just keeping you and I guess myself up to date with kind of how I'm feeling and what's going on. Woke up this morning, I guess a little bit more fragile, feeling a bit more fragile, but still very peaceful, sleeping well, and I guess just realising how things are really, I guess, at this point. I kind of woke up pondering things like my parents may outlive me, and what about my funeral and things like this, which not in a morbid way, but just in a real way, in a sense of, you know, none of us have our tomorrow's guaranteed, do we? And although we live our lives as if we do, and I know that's true. That's true for me. We kind of feel like we're guaranteed a tomorrow, or we deserve a tomorrow, or whatever. But actually we don't. And so, you know, I guess this is a stark reality sort of check for me. Thinking, well, I don't know how many more tomorrows I have ahead of me, and I'm certainly not in a position to demand them. So yeah, so I kind of woke up feeling a little bit fragile, not fearful or anxious even, really more anxious, I guess, if anything, for other people, for having those conversations with my parents and with family, and kind of how they'll react and how that makes them feel, more than anything else. But you know, I guess my thoughts were drawn to, you know, the story of Shadrach, Meshach and Abednego in the fiery furnace, and kind of that final thing that they said, you know, our God whom we serve is able to deliver us from this, and he will. But even if he doesn't, I will still worship you, Lord. I will still worship God, because he remains faithful and true and good, despite whether I live or whether I die, whether my days are long or whether they're short. And I kind of guess that's where I'm at right now. There's that sense of God can heal me, God can make a way for me where there is no way, and I genuinely believe he can. I'm not in that place of faith that says he will, but even if he doesn't, I will worship him every day for the days that I have left, and whether they're many or whether they're few. And I kind of guess that's where I am. I'm full of faith in the fact that he's good, and I'm full of faith that he can extend my life, but he's under no obligation to do so. And I'm not in that place of faith or expectation for that right now, but I do pray that he will heal me, whether that's miraculously or whether that's through surgery. You know, I've always been convinced that surgery is not a second-hand healing. You know, it's God's provision in his grace and mercy for mankind. So whether he heals me miraculously or whether he heals me through the knife of a man or a woman that he's given skill to bring healing, then I'm okay with either. So that's my prayer. But my faith is not in if I'm healed. My faith is in the healer himself, is in the one who makes a way kind of where there is no way. And so, you know, none of us have got we're not entitled to tomorrow. He numbers our days. And so, yeah, so I'm in that place of I feel a bit, you know, mortal, I guess, rather than fragile. Maybe that's a better word. Just really, really kind of aware of my mortality, and probably how much I've just taken for granted my life and my days. And, you know, I guess my thinking goes to God. Well, you know, if you extend my life, then I'll live every day for you. I'll do what you called me to do with all passion and gusto. If you extend my days, and as I've kind of pondered that, I thought, well, I do have today. I've got today, and actually I've got a chance to do those things today. And right now I've probably got tomorrow, and I can choose to do those things tomorrow. I don't have to wait to see if God's gonna extend my life or heal me in order to make the decision, if you like, to live every day for Him properly. Not just in an idea or concept, but actually, pursue Him, pursue His face today, to know His presence today, to do His will today. And I've got today, and so I can choose to do it. I don't need to wait to see if He's going to extend my days before I decide to do that. Actually, that's a decision I can make now, and whether He gives me tomorrow, then tomorrow. If He does, then I'll do it again tomorrow. And so I kind of, that's where I am. It's a strange thing, but that's where I am. I had my CT scan yesterday, and I've had 2 or 3 of those now, and that's fine, gone well, and we'll see kind of what the results of those are. So anyway, just thought I'd update you, and see where we go from there.